Don't mess with the man in front of you, even if he's just a driver.
Who you think you're talking to, greaseball?
As expected, Tony used his own way to get Shelley to play a Steinway piano. Watching Shelley's brilliant performance, Tony was as happy as a child, not even realizing that Shelley was slowly making his way into his heart. In his letters to his wife, aside from his own trivial matters, Tony talked about Shelley the most. One day, Tony bought some fried chicken on the road and offered to share it with Shelley. Shelley, however, said that even though he was black, he never ate fried chicken. Tony couldn't believe it and handed him a drumstick.
I'm thrown in the back.
Don't you dare.
Shelley reluctantly accepted and ate it gracefully, even taking a bite himself. The distinguished pianist couldn't resist the temptation of food, and when offered again, Shelley eagerly accepted. He even mimicked Tony and threw the leftover bones out the window. But when he saw Tony throw a paper cup out the window, Shelley immediately told him to go pick it up. Leftover bones could be eaten by small animals, but the paper cup was polluting the environment. Later that night, they arrived in Kentucky, where racial discrimination grew more intense as they ventured south. They had to stay in separate hotels, with Shelley sitting outside sipping whiskey alone. His glamorous appearance made him stand out among the other black people. A man wearing glasses approached and invited Shelley to play basketball.
Oh, I'd rather not.
What, you too high and mighty?
To avoid awkwardness, Shelley lied about meeting friends and left the hotel. Meanwhile, Tony received a knock on his door.
Yeah?
A musician was asking for help, saying Shelley was in trouble at the bar. Tony quickly changed and rushed over, finding Shelley being humiliated by several white thugs.
Get your hands off him!
One pulled out a knife, but Tony didn't back down, placing his hand on his waist, signaling he was about to draw his gun. Fearing the situation would escalate, the boss pulled out a shotgun and ordered the thugs to let Shelley go. Back at the hotel, Tony sternly warned Shelley.
From now on, you don't go nowhere without me. Nowhere! Got it?
I understand.
The next day, as they continued their journey, they acted as if nothing had happened. However, in the middle of the road, their car broke down. While Tony was fixing the car, Shelley got out to stretch his legs. The black farmers across the street noticed him and stopped working, with Shelley thoughtfully watching them. Same skin color, different destinies. This made both Tony and Shelley feel uneasy. By evening, they arrived in North Carolina, where the organizers prepared a thoughtful serving of fried chicken for Shelley. Although Shelley understood it was a subtle form of discrimination, he still performed excellently. During the performance, Shelley needed to use the restroom.
Excuse me, Don.
But the organizers told him that, as a black person, his restroom was not here.